I didn't think that Darklord cards would actually impact the market, but I was wrong. You guys smash the ever-living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more on us. Go ahead and leave a comment down below when he will be walking away with booster pack as per usual. Alright, so we have Darklords. Obviously, the Field Center here, probably one of the better options available because everybody enjoys Ixchel. One of these just sold literally today. Well, I mean, hey, if you're gonna be a Darklord duelist, gonna do it in style. Darklord Zerado's still gonna kind of sit on the throne. I mean, it is a Phantom Darkness card, especially when you're looking at first ed. It's just the situation you deal with. Yeah, look at that. You know, you escalate on up to 20 plus. Like I said, it's got the tax of being a very expensive first ed card. So what's going on here with Condemned Darklord? Now, for those of you that don't know, this card's always been, like, ignorantly stupid when it comes to value. Because this card gives you the ability to basically do a free tribute, which is broken. You get to discard one to pull out a Darklord monster from your deck, which is absolutely amazing. And then this regenerates some life points. Now, obviously, an English copy is going to cost you a decent amount of money. You're looking, I mean, once this little chunk is gone, you're at $10 per copy of these. And this is the kind of situation that, you know, especially look at all those sales over last night. Somebody wiped out 21 at $7.80 a piece. This is the case of, I would rather just buy an Italian copy or a German copy here at the $3.99 and just have it. But I've always enjoyed, you know, the foreign versions of these. I probably am going to grab a German copy here just to have it, because I cannot imagine that if you're deck building with this, that you're going to need more than 1 to 2 of these for your extra deck slots. So that's actually not a bad deal. Now, God, these got wiped out. We all know how good this card is, man. The sending a Darklord card to draw 2 cards, that's literally all that this version needed to do. Your original versions of this are now sitting, God, once this little chunk is gone, you're at $20. That's crazy. Actually, no, it's interesting this $20 one sticking around in between there. Interesting. Okay, so Ixchel is expensive. God, Ukobak. Ukobaks are still $5. The thing with this guy is, he's such an oddity in the deck. Like, he's the little one that just mills one, which, I mean, he is good. How crazy have people gone on these overnight? I see slightly warped Dusa foiling, but playable. I mean, sure. As you can see here, there's a fat line of Italian copies at $2.49. That's actually hilarious. So just bend them back and they're playable. Easy. Okay, so our Ixchel reprint, oh my god, these are also cratered off of the market. Luckily you can 329s, 5s, 10s, on up to 20s. This community went batshit crazy on this. I'm impressed, man. The waifu tax wins. People knew what they wanted out of this set. The horsey. Horsey's $5? What? Banishment of the Darklords is now $16. Good old Nasty Daddy's coming in at 6 on up to 9. And Morning Stars are like 4 to 5. I'll give it to you, community. You guys don't realize, but like, Darklords are a fan favorite deck. They're just in that really weird position of things that people wanted to be good. I mean, also Darklord Reficule is in the archetype itself for things people wanted support for this for years. And Konami finally broke down and gave it to us. And now you're wondering, well, why did the cards go up? You know exactly why this card has gone up in price. You know why the degenerates in this community wanted to see this happen, all right? don't pretend like you don't. All right. Whew. So I know we just literally looked at this yesterday, but $23 a copy of Beat for Hire is fucking stupid. All right, I watched a couple of replays over the last 24 hours on this deck, and this deck is really cool. But to spend $60 for a playset of him is batshit crazy, man. Why? Why are... This is crazy to me. You know, the stupid part is, congratulations, the Ultras are now $5. Why am I spending $60 when I can spend $15? Like, I don't understand this mentality, man. But this just proves, like, how much people were ready to play this deck. People want to play this. It is off the wall, and people are ready for it, man. All right, Eidos, the Underworld Monarch. You know, we have a Starlight Rare. It's being bought out. I cannot stress this enough, which is hilarious to me, that, you know, we've backlogged into wanting to pick up Monarch stuff now, which I guess, you know, 6 listings is nothing too scary, but once this one's gone, and once this one's gone, and once the side decks listing's gone at $28, you're at $50. You are a single playset away from having this card roll on over into some more extreme crazy numbers. And once again, I'm not surprised to see that, you know, we're having these sorts of reactions happening on the market. You know, this deck just got way more bling. And I mean, like, it's crazy how much Monarchs are getting treated on the high rarity train. Speaking of stupid things, I sold out of this card, and I didn't bat an eye at it, because I was like, you know, $1, $2, whatever. You come down here, and you're like, okay, Robbie, these Kagaris are $2 a piece. You know, it is the altar. It didn't get a Starlight. That's the thing. In terms of turnover on this, it's not the greatest card in the world to watch, but it is very apparent that people do pick up the gold versions of the cards that a lot of the community dubs the use, and they are actually moving at a pretty good pace. So that's an interesting one to keep an eye on. I want to return back to Elphobia from yesterday. I really, really, really find this card to be fascinating in the way it works. Also, you can get a French version here from in-house games at $10 a piece, which is actually, if you do like French, it's actually not bad. We've had a lot more discussion over the last couple hours of this card being picked up because Killer Toon's been playing it in the OCG. I mean, hey man, making it so that literal monster effects cannot activate. Obviously, you know, continuous effects can still apply and things like that, but nope, nothing else. Nanaru, the Magister's Glass Goddess. First of all, we are at 11 listings right now. There's a lot of people freaking out about Spoon potentially being in this set, which, I mean, is a possibility. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, but, you know, judging by what's going on in the market, this long since picked up a while back. And you can thank Draco Tail for being one of the catalysts for this. Red Dragon Archfiend from the 2010 tins. Well, first of all, you've got 23 listings at $2, $3 a piece. And then you actually go up to about $8 to $9. Once again, the reason why you're seeing any sort of uptick on this is because of our dear old friends over at the Archfiend Arena. And then we've got Karakuri Shogun Model 00 Bure. First ed near mint copies of these are 6 listings. That's it. That's what they think of Bure right now. This card is hilariously down in value, and I just find this hilarious, man. You do not see a lot of like recovery and things in these sorts of cards. But that's today's market. So what do you guys think? Please, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back later in the day, guys. Patrons! Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.